You might not think so, but I've had many near-death experiences. Almost falling out of a window, drowning, trying to save my brother from drowning, trying to save my sister from drowning, almost being ran over again and again and again and again. The point is that if there was a national unaliving league, then the emo kids would already have their jerseys hung alongside them. But what I'm trying to say is like, even when I tried to Alt F4 myself, I failed. Imagine being so ugly that death don't want you. Yep, those were wild times. Not wilder than that time I almost fell out of a helicopter. Yeah, so I don't know how I lived past that one. That experience could have fell flat. Yeah. This story starts around when I was about 7 years old. I'm still at that age where I was still being carried by my parents. And we ended up going to this military air show that was for a specific branch that I don't remember. All I remember is that my uncle C4 was either being enlisted into said military branch or he was going back to do like a tour or something military related. He was going. And yes, his name is C4. When you think about it, it's kind of poetic because I know the army recruiter's eyes lit up when he told him his name. What's your name, son? C4? You're a natural. Funny thing is, I also believe that could have had a second outcome. But instead of a normal army recruiter, this army recruiter has PTSD. What's your name, son? C4. Get that! But yeah, we get to the air show area and it's a lot of cool things here. I see like some fighter planes, some jets, some cargo planes, and I think there was like, some tanks and stuff there and bombs. And forgive my memory, I was like 7 at the time. My perspective was way more grandiose than what was probably actually there. As I'm looking at these cool planes and I'm looking at these super cool pilots coming out of these planes and jets and tanks and vehicles, I ended up coming across this older looking man wearing like this navy blue suit with badges on the left side of his chest with like a little eagle symbol up top. So I walk up to him and I'm trying to see what the deal is. I ask him, who are you? He bends down to level with me, and as he's getting on my level, I notice he has 8 silver stars. 4 stars, each cascading down his shoulder. I was talking to the general. He levels with me and he says, well, son, I'm the general, with the biggest smirk on his face. Now, for any ROTC kid, this would have made my day. This would have been my Macaulay Culkin getting top from Michael Jackson type day. This would have been awesome. A day that I could never forget. But I'm a normal kid, so my reaction was, meh. You mean meh? So now I'm like, check this out. I reach into my back pocket, and then I pull out a photo of my rank on Modern Warfare that I took on my Insta-X Mini 7. I'm like, you see that? Master Prestige, bitch. Get good, you noob. Somebody come get their mentally ill child. So my mom swoops me back up and we visit C4 to see where he's at. What is he doing? And I noticed that he just came back down from a helicopter ride. And I'm like, yo, that looks cool as hell. So I asked my mom if she wants to get on the helicopter with me, but she says, no. I get on with my dad and I'm sat on his lap next to this lady that's also from the military. And it was a doors off helicopter session. So all we were gonna do was go up, do a couple spins, look outside the thing and go right back down. We get strapped in. And I'm excited because when you're a kid, this is like better than anything in life. Like, imagine getting head from Michael Jackson. Imagine successfully winning a revolution. Imagine all the blood, sweat, and tears it took to overthrow a government that never really cared about you in the first place. It's an amazing feeling, but not as amazing as 7-year-old me in the helicopter, I can tell you that. 7-year-old me in the helicopter is Macaulay Culkin. We go up and we're at the height where everything looks like that town on that carpet that every kid used to have. And I'm loving it. My dad is making inaudible like baby noises at me for some reason, so I'm not paying attention to him. But the military lady really held me down because I was a little bit nervous and she was there for me. And as we're spinning, my dad grabs me by the sides. Now I'm thinking that my dad is just adjusting me or holding me tight to keep me from the fall. Click. Yo, my dad just unstrapped me from the seatbelt we're both in. Oh no. Okay, hold on. I'm tweaking. Maybe he's just repositioning me further away from the door so I don't fall out. He moves me from his left thigh onto his right thigh, which is closer to the opening of the helicopter. Now I'm terrified because I don't know how to explain it, but as soon as he unbuckled me, before he even moved me on his thigh, I felt unsafe. Like that falling feeling that you get when you're sleeping, I felt that when he unbuckled me. I couldn't say anything. Like I just froze like a cursed spirit in a snowy forest. I'm trying to muster up the courage to say something to like the military people because I think my dad is trying to dodge child support. And I couldn't say anything because trying to talk in that moment was harder than trying to play Overcooked with queso. I said, trying to talk at that moment was harder than trying to play Overcooked with queso. Hello?
Yo, Ayo.
PJ, what the heck, man? I told you to bring queso for the skit.
I know. It's just that you might want to reschedule that cutaway gag. Yup. Keep it going. You're good. You're good. Yeah, you're good.
Why?
Yeah, you might want to try again next week.
Only 30 seconds passed as I am unconnected to the seat of this helicopter, but it feels like hours. And when I finally muster up the courage to strength to try to expose my dad, the lady happens to look outside the helicopter. This isn't good for me because as soon as the lady turns her head the opposite direction, I can feel my body shift. This was it, y'all. My dad just threw me out of this helicopter. And I'm bracing for impact, hoping to God that I can secretly double jump. And I'm just floating too close to the outside of this helicopter. And I realize my dad is holding me outside this helicopter like I'm Simba on Pride Rock. And thank God this didn't even last long. Not even 2 seconds later, the lady jumped into immediate action and forced my dad to bring me back in. So the helicopter tour got cut in half and I'm sitting on the lady's lap now in tears, y'all. I am bawling my eyes out because I thought I was about to die. The lady is consoling me. I look back at my dad and my dad got this look on his face like I betrayed him, like he didn't just try to throw me out of this helicopter. And that's not even the icing on the cake. The worst part is as we're landing, we're still pretty high up, but we're coming down. I have my body faced away from my dad while I'm sitting on this lady's lap, because I don't want anything to do with this dude anymore. We could still get hurt really bad if we fell out, at this height. So then my dad is like, all right, son, it's time to go. So as I'm turning my head, to get ready to just get off this helicopter, he pump fakes a push, like he was gonna push me off the helicopter again. And then the lady audibly just goes, "What is wrong with you?" To make a long story short, my mom found out.
Feel good thumbing through the back end, don't it? Hey, had to make a plan 3 months, get a plug to my brother in the trap, still rolling. Let's go. All my whole crew, yeah, she ride deep. Yeah, goddamn bonnet. Steady running to the money, don't stop, green light. Yeah, nigga keep goddamn going. And you already goddamn know it. Just charging, spend this holiday logging. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10. I could put the ball in the end zone, put a bad bitch in the end zone. This shit sound like an intro jet song.